Greetings and hello, it's Lee. Well, for this video I just wanted to do some poetry, as it should suggest from the title, and this is in a Druidic flavor. I just want to mention before I start that I think it's very good for each and every one of us to find an art form in which we find ourselves perhaps naturally endowed with or gifted in some manner, as doing some performance, as it were, some outlet, some action to mirror the beauty inside, maybe perhaps the pain sometimes too, but to manifest it in some way, even if it's in a painful manner. But when the pain becomes soothed and cleansed by doing it, then it becomes beauty. So eventually our art becomes, whether it's poetry or perhaps painting or whatever the case may be, music, it becomes a beautiful pain or a beautiful reminder of the eternal ways or something of the ancient sort. And when it gets into this core depth, then it is a real free release, because it's like your own art for you should be like looking at a mirror, and when you are saying it or displaying it to other people, it is certainly a mirror for them as well. We have to remember that nature, our inner nature, is the same. Our potentials are the same, the good and the bad, the height of things and the depth of things. And knowing that these things are common, and that there's not a great difference and therefore not a great separation, then we can come to understand that ultimately the great path comes to a final head. So whichever way we may choose to take it. So in the Druidic schools, poetry, or I suppose the way of vocalizing or wording using the power of speech is indeed like a spell, in that when the intention is there, the words are certainly able to uplift, and in some cases some people deliberately wish to pull down because they're feeling, not so great. But when the intention is there to uplift, so I would in this case make a holy spell or white magic, as it were, to give sort of an uplifting moment or to reflect upon things. But we all can do this. So one of the great Druidic teachings would be simply find something that you are naturally good at and gifted at, and you certainly are. And you may have a few things that you're good at, and you may indeed find yourself getting better with it or perfecting it as you go. But the point is, we should all do these things, even if for recreation, whether it turns into work, whether it turns, like pleasurable jobs, some sort of thing. But do something which gives yourself breathing room, basically. Something which you feel is letting you exhale properly and inhale properly. You feel alive, you feel growing with it, you feel you're going somewhere with it. It's very important for all of us to do, I really think so. So, without further ado, let me read just a few poems in a Druidic sense, and I hope you like it. The first one is called Pine Hill. Embers, the beforehand silent, the beauty of mystic trees playing with me, and I am the slope and the ride up and the ride down. The sun on the blade faces my grass, these are ever-present mirrors to the earth beneath. This loving tree, it is also me, and I am the prince, the deep of time, evergreen, which pleasing me, and blue is the wind, carpeting the above, and for love, the invisible subjects are for you too. I have hung on to an old part of me, inwards hiding, memory, pleasing and teasing always, calling to me perfectly. And I am stronger than I've been for years, and the purple of jests and leers are now unimportant. The blood that drips from the hand, pierced by the thorn, the sword of truth, the wound you saw coming, was the one you welcomed, however gracefully. There catch my eye, for I am the prince of the pines on the hill. And if you'll indulge me for another one. This one's called Fine-Tuned Cleansing. The joy of mystic awakening, mind broadening, places itself as it ever has been. What is in is also out, the seen or not seen, what is what moves people, according to their own insight. I was the fool today again begetting my language in an off-world politeness, as does seem missed, even though it need not be. The grip of hypnotic words let out, but the coldness may be warmed wondrously this way, if but people were not hung onto broken branches. I would see them climb the upside-down tree of the radio of the soul, still and ever omnipresent, reaching out to stations. Those who know how to tune and become released, and those who are not are still fed channels. The power to switch and change quite truthfully is available to all. One must therefore realize these abilities within it. I can see the snake ever active, and I politely decline and usher him out. But it could be overwhelming if a vast proportion, if continued in folly, would not come to see these deceptions. The mystic eye, the remover of these, and the remaining is the snow-white sheet, and there you come to see yourself. The blotches and blankets accumulate through time, may be washed by clean vision, like a shower cleaning the grime, like a bath that softens the heart. O my friends, pride and coldness do not heal. They do not reveal you to you. Strength is not measured by human ways. Those which differ from the ocean of immortal truth. The external laws are grabbed by the eager, those eager to remove the seeds of hate. And if one is defensive, then what is hidden? What do people try and hide? The common? What is to cover? Therefore I will not know souls, then I will truly know them then by difference, and the defense, and what makes them smile, and what makes them laugh, and what makes them cry. And these ill secrets ill kept will not remove, for they are not secrets. No, of their own accord will not move away. But we may by maturity usher all out. For these roots of foolishness, these cause anguish, and bliss is found in the submittance of not giving up and not giving in to what is weak, but to the else and to the is give yourself away, and see that it was first given unto you. I suppose that'll suffice for the moment. Well, we must remember too that if we're on deliberately, not just naturally, everybody here in the planet, in a body, out of a body, wherever else, everybody is on a path. But to deliberately look to increase your knowledge and to deliberately trying to open the heart, whether you want to call it balancing the chakras or steadying your tree and your roots, whichever words we wish to use. But if we are on purpose, purposefully trying to increase ourselves, then it does become quicker. But at the same time, it can cause a lot of anxiety, and sometimes we have to understand that we may trip a little bit. But it's not to give up, and it is always to remember to stand up again. We get caught in the anguish of the human dilemma, as it were, and sort of compromise ourselves and wait for a lot of things to be given or shown, but we have to understand that everything is also inside. And when we are finding the peace inside, when we are doing the great self-acceptance, when we are finding our own real nature, which is one with the immortal isness, then we become secured and freed and confident. And we may still have troubles. We may still find ourselves being very human and going to our nature, various natures, but they are all common. Never to forget that. All of it is common. And yet uniquely, and as we are all different, we are uniquely going about it and finding the way which is leading to the great truth. So this is good, and it is not for us to doubt ourselves too much. It's not for us to doubt others too much. It is to have a great tolerance and acceptance while holding proper judgment and learning what that means. Weighing things out. There is what is not harmful, and then there is what is harmful. Let us understand that. Whether we believe in a religion or not, or this and that, what is harmful is, and what is not is not. Love is love, and fear is fear, and hate is hate, and joy is joy. So I wish to pass this along. Remember to, if you find yourself naturally gifted, and actually, I shouldn't say if you do, everybody is, art form, whatever it may be, whatever style or whatever natural blessings that you find yourself with, to do something with it, even just for recreation and fun, or to do something more with it, but as long as it is true to your heart, and it is a true soul reflection, and it's not faked, it's not rushed, it's not whatever, then it can become a very tangible beautiful gift for others as well, and we can reciprocate these things. So, I wish you very well. Truly a blessed be. Catch you on the flip side, and I hope you're having a wonderful fall so far. Well, depending what time, depending what area of the world you're in, it's fall for me right now at the time of the video. But nonetheless, take care of yourself, and we'll see you soon. Bye.